Welcome to Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance in San Diego County. I'm so glad that Serge Dedina is back. He is the mayor of Imperial Beach, which is really going through a renaissance. And congratulations on that. $100 million worth of investments. Some projects already open, some about to be open, some in later development phases. And I guess the theme of all this is kind of an urban infill approach. Talk us through that.
Yeah, so I think with the end of the redevelopment phase, we're sort of finished investment in a lot of projects. So redoing a shopping center, tearing down and redoing a shopping center.
But you do have some redevelopment funds that you can still use.
We're just ended. It's over.
It's over, but helpful through this?
No, absolutely. In fact, I'm a big supporter of redevelopment as long as it's really invested in low income and blighted areas, not wealthy areas. And so we'd love to see that money come back. In fact, it's absolutely necessary. And the redevelopment really spurred a lot of infill projects. So, and the projects we're doing are sustainable. They're LEED certified. They're helping provide access to our coastal areas.
So let's
and they're creating economic development to invest back in services for our residents.
So let's go through them. You got one hotel already online.
Pier South Hotel has been open for 3 years. It's revolutionized our city, attracted new business, brings a whole new class of tourists to our city to shop at our local businesses. And that TOT helps us invest in things like paving alleys and programs for our kids.
But then you have two more hotels coming online.
Yeah, we have 2 hotels planned for the city in our center city and then on the beach, a Hilton property and then a Hamptons Inn. So that's going to be exciting. Again, also because it attracts people who can spend money in our city, but also for that TOT. That TOT is critical. We're the lowest sales tax city of the county and have the highest poverty rate of any city in the county. So it's really important to bring that sustainable development that really brings revenues to our city for services.
But how are you able to get 3 hotels in 3 years?
Well, you know what? Right now is a great deal for hotels in South San Diego County. There's a real lack of really high quality hotels. So we're a good place because we have a new SEAL team base being built that has 3,000 employees between us and Coronado. So I think investors are really seeing that the market's finally caught up with Imperial Beach, and because of the relationship with our border. If you're going to work in Otay Mesa or in Tijuana and you're from the U.S., you're probably going to want to stay on the beach in our beautiful beachfront hotel versus staying out in
And how far to the border?
10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you can, if you're from Orange County, you can bring your surfboard, surf in the morning, and run the business meeting in Tijuana.
Let's talk about that shopping center you mentioned.
Yeah, so that was the end of redevelopment, and that was a $12 million investment on the part of the redevelopment agency, and partnered with Sudbury Development, a very high quality shopping center developer here in San Diego County. And we have a grocery outlet, Starbucks, all kinds of great food
opening
outlets.
this summer?
This summer, July 8th. So that's something I'm really excited about.
What does that do to the city that we have this new hub, this new shopping magnet?
Well, you know what it does? It provides services for our residents. So, having a high quality, affordable grocery store, you're a low income city, you know how hard that is to attract.
Did you have these kind of food deserts in IB?
We absolutely had a food desert. So no quality grocery store for probably 30 years. And so that was my most important promise, was to do everything I could to make sure that shopping center was going to be built. And I'll be honest with you, it was really hard to make that project, to finish the project and get it happen. Sudbury Development had a tough time getting the financing for that as well, to complement our redevelopment financing. So really hats off to them and all the investors that are putting money into this area, because the fact is, with the way the retail environment is now, either you're high income or low income, and it's hard to get middle income development.
Are you looking towards those eateries that are becoming popular? Because look, for better or for worse, online shopping's taking a lot of brick and mortar stores to the cleaners, and so is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so it's Chipotle, Five Guys, Jersey Mike's, Baskin and Robbins, stable businesses. The Starbucks is critical because you get the Wi-Fi, so we have free Wi-Fi to our library, even 100 yards outside the library. But in a low-income community, you got to have Wi-Fi for folks, especially the folks who live around that shopping center.
And let's talk about the Wi-Fi and the library. I guess, is the shopping center near the library?
It's just a few blocks away. And that library, we have a brand new library thanks to the County of San Diego. It's an ocean-themed library. It's actually designed like a wave. I'm calling it the coolest ocean-themed library on the entire planet. There's nothing else like it.
Exactly. But how did that happen?
Well, thanks to the county's doing a really big investment in libraries throughout the entire county. And so we partnered with them and really worked with the designer and the public to come up with this ocean concept. So, it fits our brand, it fits our market, because we are a beach city, we're an ocean city, we're a surf city. So we really like, everything's going to be that brand. In fact, including on our shopping center, we're going to have big murals and photos of surfing, of waves and our piers. So that's going to really fit the brand and market as well.
Let's talk about another innovative concept, Bikeway Village.
Yeah, that's an
What's
end of
that?
redevelopment project. We've got some great developers who took two old warehouses. In fact, one that used to be a surfboard factory where I had my surfboards made.
Oh, I like it.
And they turned into basically what's called Bikeway Village. Two buildings. One's going to be the new Coronado Brewery.
Got it.
The other one will be a bike shop, a coffee shop, and a restaurant. And again, really innovative because we have the Bayshore Bikeway that hits the southern part of our city. And you get thousands and thousands of pretty well-heeled cyclists on $5,000 bikes riding by this facility. So people will be able to park. They can now. We have put pull-up bars right there as well, so you can do pull-ups.
Yeah.
I walk
Muscle
there and do pull-ups. Yeah, Muscle Beach, bike Muscle Beach,
right.
And then get on your $5,000 bike and ride around the bay, and then have a great beer when you're done.
With all this new development going on, commercial-wise, I presume you're willing and able to accept new residences. And so it looks like you have the largest project ever online for the city of Imperial Beach. It's known as the Bayfront.
Yeah, so our city faces the ocean and San Diego Bay. So Beazer Homes has done, it's called Bayside Village.
Right.
And it's basically almost 200 units of townhomes, market rate housing, which is really affordable in the rest of Southern California. And because of the,
It's homes?
It's
Apartment homes?
Townhomes, condos.
That's
so
great.
That's great. It's great. In fact, their first phase, I think, sold out in one morning. So we're excited about that because what we did was we took an old RV park that was really for folks from Arizona, turned that into this affordable home site. But basically,
is it truly affordable? Meaning,
I think it's market rate. It's market rate. So it's middle class home.
Housing that is affordable.
It's housing that is affordable, which is a big deal in San Diego. We're adding more space to our wildlife refuge, so it's actually increased wetlands because they pulled back the concrete pad from the old RV park, and we're putting a spur to the Bayshore Bikeway around it. So we got it all: affordable housing, more environmental conservation, and more public access to our coast. So it's a triple win, and that's what we're looking for in Imperial Beach: sustainability, economic investment, and then things that help us improve the quality of life for our residents.
When can we expect these homes to be online?
They're online now, so people are going to. I think
you can move in.
People are going to start moving in soon. So they have to do the second phase of it, but things look good, So I'm really excited about that.
With all this good news, I do want to just harken back to our last interview and talk about the Tijuana spill.
Right.
Because that continues to be a bit in the news, but it does appear, sir, that the cooperation between IB, I guess the U.S., Tijuana, and Mexico is helping to resolve the situation?
Yeah, I was in Washington 2 weeks ago with Senator Feinstein and the Ambassador of Mexico, and we're moving forward to get money appropriated in our budget to help upgrade the sewage plant. The sewage
Meaning
system
on the U.S. side?
The U.S. side. Well, it'll be U.S. investment and Mexican investment to invest in the sewage system in Tijuana. So Mexico will match what the U.S. invests, and that's what the Ambassador of Mexico wanted to reaffirm to me, that Mexico is investing in its system as we speak. And then we're also looking at Senator Ben Hueso and Assemblymember Todd Gloria are putting money in the budget, hopefully through legislation, to appropriate money to a feasibility study of infrastructure on the U.S. side of the border to capture renegade sewage flows. Because we get a lot of flows that bypass the system in Tijuana and then end up in our beaches. So we want to make sure we have a sort of a fail-safe method of capturing sewage that evades the Tijuana sewage system.
But the question is, in our final moments, is the solution going to happen quickly enough?
I met with the Secretary of Economic Development of Baja California, and he told me that they're bidding out plans to upgrade a sewage treatment plant just south of the border, and they expect that to go online or start construction at the end of the year. So we're moving forward because we need to have our beaches open 365 days a year.
His name is Serge Dedina. He is the mayor of Imperial Beach in San Diego County, where we are today. I'm Brad Pomerance, Local Edition.